Hello, guys. Welcome to Hotspot Economics. Hotspot, and it's your girl Connie. And if you haven't done so already, you probably hear me saying this all the time. But please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. So, what are we talking about today? I was looking through the news, looking through the data, and looking at the research for you guys. So, let me get all comfortable here. So, one of the biggest things about my page is wealth. I want to talk about us getting wealthy, getting money. And that's going to take investments. That's going to take, finance. It's going to take some kind of maneuvering. But is it really that complicated? Is it far fetched for me to make a channel and talk about it? Absolutely not. One of the top things I did was study the 1%. Who are the 1%? How much do the 1% make? Is it the could billionaires and trillionaires? Absolutely not. We don't got trillionaires yet. Apple's on their way though. But so what is it that gets you there? So if you're listening to this, how do I become rich? Connie, how do I get rich? Girl, I'm asking you the same question because I'm almost there. But what is it? What is the job? What is a career? What is the occupation that makes wealth, that makes money, that you can go and actually plan for this? So that's what we're doing today. So I have a couple, if you look up here, I have a couple of windows open. That's because when I do research, I don't look at one thing. I like to be fact based. And even when I find something factual, I like to compare and contrast to other articles on the web to give you the most accurate, feedback. Because that's what I do. Because I'm a nerd. All right. So who are the 1% and what they do for a living? Can you see that right here? Like right there? So I was like, who are they? So before we even look, I was like, are they going to be doctors and lawyers and like people that work in NASA? Because, I find it very strange that when you're sending your son, your daughter to college, they don't talk about the highest grossing careers. Don't you think that's kind of strange? I mean, I know passion and love, and I get it. But this is going to be kind of an intimate video because I think African American people, this is my opinion, we're not there yet. We're not there. We're not ready to have luxury careers, meaning that being an artist or, somebody that's doing graffiti or something exotic. I'm all for the arts and expression, but we are a community of people that need to get into the economic realm, that need to attach ourselves to business, attach ourselves to finance, and learn how to master investments. We're getting to a pinnacle in society that if we don't do this, we're going to get left behind. So it's not just about going to college. It's not just about getting an education. It's about being able to manipulate that information and utilize that for yourself. I don't see anything wrong with educating a young person who wants to go to college and letting them know what jobs and careers will lead them to the top 1%, will lead them to the top 5%, will lead them to the top 10% of earners in the United States of America. If something's wrong with that, stop this video, go to another video. I'm telling you right now, because this channel is about financial freedom and economic empowerment. If that's not what you want, then this is the wrong channel. Okay, now we got that clear. So this first one takes a look at the people. All right, so the table here. Let me try to increase my screen for y'all. All right, I'm gonna make it mad big. So if you guys are watching the video, hopefully you can see. So percentage of primary taxpayers in the 1% of distribution income, including capital gains that are in each occupation. This is from 2004 tax return. All right, so a little bit old data, but you can see. So 40% of people in the 1% are executives, managers, and supervisors, non-finance. So not the finance world. So these people are more likely entrepreneurs because that's it. If you're not in the finance world, the private investment world, it's not retail. It's not working at McDonald's. So executives, managers, and supervisors, non-finance, they make up 40% of the 1%. So top non-financial executives, publicly traded firms, executive, not okay. So you can see right there. So executives, non-finance. And they keep emphasizing that because a lot of people say, oh, finance. Executive, non-finance salary make up 15% of people in the 1%. Um, Executive non-finance closely held business. All right, closely held business makes up 13.6% of those in the top 1%. Managers non-finance salaried 4.7. Managers non-finance closely held business 4.6. Supervisors non-finance salaries 1.3. Supervisors non-finance salaries held business 1.7. Isn't that kind of, don't you think that's kind of crazy? Don't you think that's kind of crazy that the top people, they're not doctors, they're not lawyers, they're not ridiculous, a ridiculous movie star or something like that? This is something that you need to know. When I went to get my undergrad, so many of my friends were running for a finance degree, running for economic major because they were given the illusion that these are the jobs that pay the most. And as you can see, that is not true. All right, so let's continue. Financial professions, including management, makes up 18.4. So all financial professions, including management, make up 18.4 of the 1%. Pay attention. Not working or deceased. This is old money. Old money, son. Old money, old money, old money, son. So these are rich blue blood babies. 6.3% of the 1% are people who don't even gotta work, son. They chilling. Lawyers make up 6.2%. Real estate 4.7. And the reason why I'm emphasizing that lawyers is 6.2, okay? And then you have medical, which is below real estate. And real estate makes me excited because it's very accessible to people of color. You can either become a real estate agent, become a big salesperson, or you can be a real estate developer. You can do appraisals. The world of real estate is so vast, and it's not economically expensive to get into. So I'm going to do a whole series on real estate. Real estate is the easiest way for people of color to acquire wealth. I've done the research and it's one of the best investments, one of the most conservative investments, meaning that it doesn't really entail such an extravagant high risk. I hope this makes sense to you guys. If it doesn't make sense, comment me, comment me, comment me. Find me on #book, my Facebook page, and hit me up on Messenger. You know I get back to you. Sometimes it takes me a long time to get back, but I will get back to you. So real estate is one of the most lucrative things for people of color. The reason why, you don't got to go to college to go to real estate. You don't even have to have an education. If you want to flip homes, you can get Shanae, the Aquaque, Shaquana. You can get Megan, Philip, Bob, Billy. I don't care. I'm being silly. I'm being silly. I'm being silly. You can get 5 people and invest in flipping a house and make money. It's that simple. All right. So medical, look at that. It's below real estate. And you know how much medical costs? Shoo. It should be lower with all that money you got to pay. So medical 4.4. Entrepreneurs, not elsewhere classified. So not elsewhere classified. I mean, these are entrepreneurs that are outside of the traditional business realm. So I don't know what they're doing. 3.6. Arts, media, and sports, 3.1. All right. Computer engineering technical, 3.0. Other, 2.6. All right. Business operations, non-finance, 2.2. Skills sales, finance, or real estate. Again, real estate sales, skilled sales, with the exception of finance or real estate, 1.9. Professors and scientists, 1.1. Farmers and ranchers. So if you're going to college and your child or your daughter or your friend's child, you need to see this. This is the holy grail. This is what the 1% do. It's not magical. It's not a unicorn. It's not hard to see. This is what the 1% do. And it's really important for us to get our act together and as people of color, just be aware. I remember when I was applying for college and I was asking my guidance person, what majors pay the most. And she was like, oh, that's not why you go to college. Yes, it is. The thing is that when you're dealing with people outside of your community or dealing with people who don't know what you want, financial freedom, they're going to align you according to their outlook. Don't let that happen. Financial freedom and economic empowerment will open the doors for everything else. Let's just take a quick look at these other things. So, I hope you find this useful. Again, check the description box and you'll find a link so you can read this for yourself and print it out. So this one's really interesting. This one's massive. This one hurt my eyes. So it's the New York Times, the top 1%. What jobs do they have? So New York Times always got an OD. They always got an OD, son. They always got an OD. And look how intricate this is. So basically, it takes you through every single job. So the biggest segment is construction. Right? That's a lot of people in construction. 2.2% of the 1.3 million with this job are in the top 1%. Then you have 12.3%. Then you have real estate 3.4%. Then you have lawyers who work on Wall Street. So finance lawyers 14.6%. You got banking 4%. So we're not going to be here. Other industries 2%. So this is massive. All right, so it just gives you a really cryptic breakdown. You can find this in the description box. So again, it's really important you guys look to see what jobs. And I'm proud to say that entrepreneurs are all over this. All over this. So again, here's Time Magazine, 5 career paths to the Millionaire Club. And this is why I made Hasesput. Okay, this is why I made Hasesput because I wanted to show you guys. Oh my gosh, it just went to the other page. But I want to show you guys the reason why it's really important to do your research and know what exactly is going to pay. So if you look down here, I'll read it really quick. When the patriotic millionaires and Warren Buffett are busy lobbying for higher taxes, let's take a peek behind the curtain and see how the rich got that way. 6 in 10 Americans with a net worth of at least 25 million have followed 5 basic paths in life, according to Spectrum survey. The super rich in Spectrum survey comprise a more elite group than those signing the Patriots letter asking for higher taxes for the good of the country. You need have only 1 million to be a patriot, a group that includes many lawyers and entertainers. The 25 million threshold breaks out like this. So, out of all the millionaires, 27% are entrepreneurs. 27% are entrepreneurs. Do you understand why I'm pushing for us to become an entrepreneur? Do you understand now? 15% are corporate executives. And again, if you look at the demographics, people of color are just not sitting on the corporate boards. So you got a better chance of being an entrepreneur and being a millionaire. And in actuality, entrepreneur has the biggest space. Then 7% are managers. I have no idea what field. 6% are investors, and then 6% are doctors and dentists. Okay? So, Spectrum, the survey, it found that 75% of wealthy entrepreneurs and business owners attribute their success to prudent risk taking. So, what does that mean? It means conservative. It means not doing high risk. If you can afford high risk and high loss, go right ahead. Hit it out the park. Blow. But if you can't, you just can't. You can't. It's you got to be careful. So we're gonna go right over here and you know um who are the top 1% earners? This is another website. I told you guys I'm thorough. I'm thorough. I'm thorough. So sorry. So right over here, I scrolled down and I wanted to see what did they say. So this one was interesting. It actually had the top 1% come out wherever you are, public school administrators. So I like this. While we're dying and we're trying to we're trying to like get that money, you got public school administrators, public colleges regularly pay their employees hundreds of thousands of dollars. The best paid University of California employee, the football coach with a salary of $3 million a year. So public school administrators, private colleges, they earn a lot. The UCA's last president earned 900,000, and the UCSF's chancellor, Susan Desmond Hellman, made about 450,000. So public school administrators for colleges make a lot of money. So there you go. You guys can just keep paying to make the people that run the colleges and own the colleges rich. That sounds great to me. I'm being sarcastic. So then you want to go down here, politicians, publishers and bloggers, and then you have TV journalism, executives, internet startups. So people like Apple, Uber, Airbnb, Dropbox, Twitter, Google, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and so forth. They're the creators of the tools you use every day to communicate, entertain yourself. Some accept a dollar salary, but when you calculate their stock option packages, they're making in the mega millions. The Twitter CFO, Anthony Noto, got stock option compensation worth roughly $70 million. That's crazy. Professional sports, entertainment, media, anything else? All right. So that's interesting. Again, when you're going to college, look at the prospective careers. And again, if you want to be an entrepreneur, I have a lot of videos about not going to college because my thing is financial freedom. And I just want to say this very carefully. It's not the Negro mentality. I have to make it clear. When I say you don't need college for wealth, I'm not talking about sitting at home watching Woody Woodpecker and Chilly Willy the Penguin and chilling. I'm talking about self discipline, getting up at 5 a.m., working on your business, networking, not playing around on Facebook, not playing around on Snapchat, investing your time because time is money and money is time. And that's why I'm so passionate to share this information with you. So if you can't have self discipline, if you need somebody to be behind you and micromanage you, if you need a threat of being written up to get to work on time, if you're lazy and you can't form consistent habits, then being an entrepreneur is not for you. Go to college, please. I'm talking about if you want to create, if you're a serial entrepreneur, if you want to have different sources of income, if you want to diversify your income like I do. I'm an HR director. But seasonally, I do proposal planning and wedding planning, event planning. And then also I do HR consulting on the side. I have my own HR consulting company that's posted on LinkedIn. And I work for small startups who can afford a big fancy smancy HR director. Okay? And then I have real estate license and I have my real estate posted on Instagram, and I sell high-end luxury homes that don't take that much attention. All I gotta sell is 2 or 3 a year and I'm fine. And I also have medical sales. And you're like, Connie, how are you doing all this? With a mercy. It's social technology. Gone is the days of picking up the phone for every client. People don't even want to talk anymore. Gone is the days of knocking on every door. Real estate agents don't even need a card anymore. People are logging online to buy groceries. People are logging online to buy houses. So there's a big opportunity. The world is changing. So if you're in business, tech. You can't get enough tech. I haven't rapped in a while, right? I haven't rapped. But you have to learn to interject technology into your business, whether it's a travel agency, whether it's cosmetics, whether it's a spa. You have to be sure your tech is on point because everybody's addicted to their phone and you want to be part of that addiction. So let's go right here. I'm almost done. So I went to Investopedia, and how much income does it takes to put you in the top 1.5%. So this one breaks down the income. So the top 5% households, according to the Census Bureau, in the top 5% have a high household income of 214,000 or higher. The top 5% actually climbed to about 350,000 and higher. And to be a certified 1%er, okay, you had an adjusted gross income of at least 465,626 or higher for the 2014. The Washington Center for Equitable Growth put the average household income for this group at 1,260,508. So that's the mark for beginning the cusp of the 1%. Okay? If you want to cross that top 10% mark, the cutoff is about 133,440 based on 2014 data. So I'm not going to bore you too much with numbers. Again, everything I'm covering, check the description box. Check it, check it, check it. And you'll see all the links so you can look at it for yourself. And self-made millionaires, guys, it's not about skipping Starbucks. That's ridiculous. The way to become wealthy is invest in you. Successful people invest time, energy, and money in improving themselves. So that's what I'm talking about in spending power. Instead of spending money on crap, take that credit card and go to some investment courses. Take that credit card and go to some certification courses. Take that credit card and take a seminar on house flipping. Learn to use your spending power. Invest in you. Okay, guys? And find a job in the right vehicle. Don't get a dead end job. Your job is your life. Make sure this job is adding to you, developing you, and at the very least, networking you and putting you in touch with people that can advance you in some way, shape, or form. Too many people just look for a job. You need a job, but you need the right vehicle. All companies live in this thing called revenue. Get commissions rather than just salary, and you'll finally be in control of how much you earn. Get great at what you do. Commit to being great, not just average. Any industry can be painful profession for the average and bottom performers, but massively rewarding for those who are great. Okay? Those that live, breathe, and eat their profession, those are obsessed, become great, and use that greatness for you. Don't use it for the company. Once you feel you have mastered a craft, try to utilize that craft independently. Do the same work on the side. Do the same work online. Find some way, shape, or form to diversify your talent, meaning taking that talent and putting it somewhere else besides your core job. Making sense? Making sense? Okay, almost done. Get multiple connected income streams flowing, even if it's $1. Even if it's a YouTube channel, even if it's a Patreon, get multiple streams of income. Give people information or comedy, entertainment. Give something, cause a demand for you, and be damn good at it. And get multiple streams of income. Be a finance investor. Be a babysitter. I don't know. Be a tutor. Help people learn English. There's so much you can do, and it's not that complex. Again, I do give these talks on Patreon. I do one-on-one consulting. I do my Patreon channel. So guys, if you're interested in advancing your career and having multiple streams of income, I'm more than happy to help you with that. Log on to my Patreon to see more of that. And hit your goal should be to hit $100,000, then invest the rest. And first try to save $100,000. Why? You need to improve to yourself. You need to prove to yourself that you can go out and get money. If you only have 10,000 saved, your only priority should be increasing your income so you can save more. Saving 100,000 shows that you have the ability to make money and then keep it. Most people can't do either of those things. Once you earn and save, then you will start building wealth. I recommend multifamily real estate if you're conservative like me. I never looked to get rich quick, but I did look to get rich. So multifamily real estate, that's a great way to get conservatively rich, which means high reward, but minimum to moderate risk. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. RICHEST Economics. Enjoy.